Hi guys, welcome to Next Top Nail Artist Season 8, challenge number 3. So this week our challenge was solar nails. So this is a celestial art challenge and you have to create art in the lunula of the nail. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a little half moon shape at the bottom of your nail. Some of you have it, some of you don't. Some of them are big and some of them are very small. So you'll have to stay tuned for what I can create with this challenge this week.
So to start off, we are using the CND forms to sculpt our tips. You always have to cut the line at the top of the form to make sure that they fit properly to your nails. Then we're going to do a thin coat to plan out how long we want the nails and what shape we want them. So we're going to cure between every coat, and then we are going to add a second coat on top, making sure that we have a good apex and enough gel all over the nails to ensure that we have a smooth surface. Once it's fully cured, we're going to wipe off the dispersion layer before we are going to file. So then we're going to do the same thing on the other hand. Now we are filing everything into its proper shape, making sure that we have crisp edges and a smooth surface so that it's easier to paint. So now I am using my shellac polish to create a navy blue base. I am creating a bigger space between the lunula and the art because I want to create a bit of a negative space in between what I'm going to do there and the rest of the nail. So once I put on 2 coats of the navy blue, I then dab on some cream puff shellac just to make it easier for the rest of the colors to show up. So once I dabbed those on, I dabbed it with a sponge again to give it a starry night feel. Then I took my dotting tool to add some stars, and then I took my paintbrush to paint some stars, and then I did a little SO for Solar Oriole in the constellation. Then I grabbed my shellac color in the color Black Pool to paint the lunula of the nail, which is where my next bit of art is going to be focused. So I grabbed my dotting tool again, and in the cream puff I did a full moon, a half moon, and then 2 crescent moons. And then I took some more Black Pool and just dotted in there to give the little moons some more dimension, and then covered it in the top coat. So then here I decided to do an eye. So I was again using cream puff and Black Pool in the shellac colors, and then I added a little bit of gold gel paint. This hand I wanted to be opposite of the other hand, so I decided to do a sun instead of the moons. So at first I took my shellac color and painted my warm base, and I had to do 2 coats of that, and then I added little splotches of sunset colors and then took my sponge and dabbed it all in together. So here I decided to add some clouds to give it that sunset feel. I again used some cream puff shellac and some white Vinylux to make those little white accents pop. And then I went through and painted some stars in there because sometimes you can see the stars at a sunset. And then I took my shellac again and painted the lunula purple this time. I really wanted a background that was going to make my little suns pop. So now I am painting a sun, 2 half suns, and then a sunset, and then I painted some little clouds over top of them. This thumb I ended up doing another eye. I wanted it to be pretty well the same as the other side except some contrasting colors. So I added again my Black Pool and cream puff, but then I also added some gold gel paint, and then I top coated everything with a Bristol Gel top coat. Then I grabbed my potted Bristol Gel and decided to make a 3D sun, which was super easy on the back of a CND form. You just cure it and then it pops right off. You just have to wipe off the dispersion layer and then it's ready to paint. I also made a 3D moon to go along with the sun. Now it's time to paint the sun and the moon. So the moon, I used a silver shellac color, and then for the sun, I used a shellac color mixed with a little gold gel paint just to give it that little extra goldness. Then I painted the cute little man in the moon, and then I painted the little man in the sun. I used shellac black pool to paint these little faces on, and then once you're done and you're happy with them, you just have to fully cure it. I decided to do one more 3D piece using my Brissa gel to make the base for it, and then I painted it with the shellac colors again, except for the gold was mixed with a little bit of gel paint. I really wanted a piece that was going to bring everything together, so then I used Brissa gel again to glue all the 3D pieces on, and then I ended up with my beautiful nails.